guys, how you doing? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new build time with Strider Prime video, and today I am going to build this kit, the German 3-ton 4x2 truck by Cyberhobby.com. This is a 1/35th scale model kit of a utilitarian vehicle that the Germans used during World War II. Now, I got this kit at a local thrift shop where I believe maybe somebody must have been selling stuff, or maybe it was left over from some house that foreclosure, and they just started to donate stuff there, and they just donated this kit. They donated a lot of model kits over there, which I picked up, and I got this one. Now it says here $12.99. But the blue sticker knocked off, I think, another 20% or 25%, so I brought it down to like $10. And $10 truck, not bad. The reason why I'm saying that, Cyber Hobbies falls under, I believe, the same company as Dragon, DML, those, and when you see the word Smart Kit, it's because they added extra features to this kit. Unlike, a regular model truck that you would get from from Tamiya or Revell or Monogram, this one they added a lot more detail than you realize. Now, the whole purpose of me building this, and you're probably saying, why am I building a truck? I mean, I built a tank before, and I could have easily built a tank as well, but the reasons why I did is because of the MosquitoCon show that's coming up July 31st. And one of the categories that I was actually thinking of joining is military vehicles, and it says here, armored fighting vehicles tracked and wheeled pre-1945. So I believe this is considered the pre, because I don't think it's post. 1/35th scale or larger. I don't know if it falls under that category, or does it fall under wheeled soft skin. I asked somebody, nobody got back to me on that. Regardless, I kind of like how it looks. Something new, something different. There's something here that I have to say, that even though when you see a military from whatever country it is, whether it's obviously from Germany, Japan, Russia, United States, England, anybody, we all think of tanks, planes, armored fighting vehicles, fighter jets. You don't think of the logistics of this. You don't think of what all the people behind the army that help them push along. Soldiers are not going to walk on by themselves to the front lines. They need vehicles to take them there. Equipment, supplies. These are vehicles that are required for this. So you have to appreciate the fact that these guys are the backbone of any military in any country, in any era. I mean, during the Civil War, you'd say, okay, yeah, they had cannon, they had field artillery, but they had to have horses and carriages to bring all that equipment over there. So you need those guys to help you out. And that's the whole purpose of building, because you have to learn to appreciate these type of vehicles for their work. Now, we have a lot of detail here. Brand new German 3-ton truck with excellent details. Stowage compartments with detail can be assembled open or closed, so that would be nice. Oh, I see. So you can actually bring this down like this, so you can put more stuff on it, or delicate side and tailgate with great detail. That's a green detail. Now we have different color trims here. We have a solid white with some gray trims, a gray trim with some, whatever. And then we have all these other color tones. It'd be nice to try one of these. Obviously, I have to do one. Can't do them all. we'll figure it out soon enough. Now, I've already pre-opened this because the last model kit that I purchased from the thrift store, I got kind of gypped. So, yeah, that was my fault. Let me remove. Put down here. Okay, so we have a color guide right here. You see, we have the carriage, we have the part where the engine is, fenders, doors, the top part of the vehicle there. You have to forgive me, I gotta lower the volume down on this so that way you guys don't get annoyed. 592 says that to me. Lower your phone down. It's too loud. Alright. So yeah, very good wooden detail there. We see some parts here representing part of the cabin, I guess, equipment. It looks like a fuel tank right there. There's the engine block, drivetrain assembly. There's the carriage. So this one has some plastic wheels. I'm sorry, yeah, plastic wheels. They don't come with the rubber wheels that you would normally see on some kits, but it's okay. No big deal. There's some fuel tanks. And then, of course, these are photo etch parts. So we have some photo etch parts here. We have some, I think these are some weird stickers. I don't know what for. Some decals. They're not stickers. They're water slide. And we have clear parts for the windows, but we also have stickers for the windows, so that way you don't paint them accidentally. Alright. This is actually going to be a pretty cool build. This shouldn't take too long. We'll just take our time here with this. Let's begin building the German 3-ton truck. Alright, so right now I'm going to begin gluing the tires, getting these out of the way. Actually, that's the first thing that it says in the manual. These are actually the outside rim tires. Now, I did notice a little bit of a problem with this when I was preparing this. Let me just put a little bit of glue here. If I try to put it where the holes are, and I'm going to do that right now, it's off center, as you can see. And the manual shows that it's supposed to be aligned like that. So I'm putting it like that, and then I'm going to open a little bit of the lip. Start putting in glue there. And then squeeze there on that side. And while that's happening, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That way it's even. Because that's what I'm seeing in the manual. So it looks right there. So I don't know if it's an oversight or maybe I'm not selecting the right tire. But the tires are the same. So it's a bit weird. But it's easily fixable. Also, didn't realize it, that the parts are undergated, or the wheels were undergated. Don't know about the rest. These are the actual, I just assembled this tire. This actually is the spare tire that goes under the truck. These are actually the two side tires that goes in on the side from the inside of the back tires. Because as I was looking at this, there's some parts here that you don't have a lot, and I'm like saying, okay, am I doing something right or is something wrong? So it says here, let me see here, so this E5 plate, you only get two of those. This actually is for the connection of this, while this E8 is, I'm assuming, the one from the front tire. Yeah, because those are the A tires right there. But these are the B tires. These go in the back. So I'm trying to understand if, sorry about that. I'm trying to understand what tires, what plates to use. The instructions say E5 and E5, yet there is E4 plates. So I'm thinking maybe they forgot to indicate to type in both E5 and E4. Yeah, because they're both literally the same. Now after realizing it, that should be a quick fix. Let me assemble this tire. Oh, so there, it's all undergated here. I should not remove the actual peg, because that will interfere with this. But not too much though. I don't think it's a big deal. So that does not go there. That goes here. And considering these parts can be put on over it, no big deal. So I'm going to see if I can I know that many people like to build a vehicle like this fully, all together and then paint it right over it. Obviously a lot of masking tapes or hand brushing, but I'm going to try to keep it separate, part separate, to paint off specifically, like the tires, because there is a little hole there. There we go. Just want to make sure I have them all. And then this is number 5, that goes there. And then this one is this was E9, and I think the other one's going to be E10. And then there's a placement of this that has to be in a specific angle. Alright, let me continue on. Okay, so next part of this assembly is the actual engine block itself. It also segues into the actual undercarriage of the truck. I spent a lot of time sanding down a lot of the seam lines here, seeing where I can cover it up, and once it's primed it'll be good, using 400 sanding grit paper. Now, the engine block itself. Nothing that goes in between, so it's just going to be a standard sandwich type 2-piece block. I'm going to be using Tamiya's extra thin cement, but the quick setting version. The other bottle is nearly done, and I don't want to like waste my time trying to get every last drop from that. Make sure that's nice and tight. This paint is really nice. I'm sorry, this glue is really nice, fast. I was going to try another glue that I recently purchased, but I said no, let me just use this one for now. Didn't notice this part here, but let's take care of it now. I'm debating if I do this right, should I have the truck have the hood open, so that way you can see the contents, see the engine block. Don't know yet. There's a lot of details here, so I don't want to like mess it up. There we go. has to be in this position. This one goes there. There's a little part here. There's a couple of little parts here, which I need to be very careful with. It's not that, it's not that, it's technically this one. It goes right there. I'll put it on in a minute. Let me grab the front part first. And then we have the actual propeller, the fan goes right there. Oh no, I'm sorry, the fan does not go there. Made a mistake, that's okay. Just grab a little bit of the glue. That goes there. Alright. Alright. Now, on this side, we have this assembly. It supposedly goes like that there, so... Let me just put a little glue there so it sticks into place. I'm going to have a hard time holding this properly, so let me use this for now. That way it'll be a lot easier for me to control. I've been meaning to buy one of those little stands that I've seen people buy to hold up their kits, but they're expensive as hell. Oh my god. Oh, before I put that on, let me clean this up. That was over 400, and then I'll just put a little 1,000 there. Need a little more, just in case. Alright, so now this part goes there. That's right. Now I think I can put this little guy there before I forget. Oops. This has been one of my favorite tweezers that flies out of my hand, but I'm gonna now use it with alright, so hold on a second here. You gotta be very, very, very careful. It doesn't want to go in, or actually maybe it needs more glue. Yeah, that's good enough. Let me just set a little bit in there. That's it. Yeah, these tweezers have been one of my favorites. And the thing is though, that I use these tweezers, I put them to the side, and it takes me like a couple of weeks to close to a month to find them. Alright, so this, technically this engine block is done. I don't see no extra parts that's required. But now we need to prepare this guy, which we need to do what? This part right here. So that goes there. Let's get that done. Then we got a portion of the radiator. Let me just clean it up a bit. It's not all about Gundam, guys. It's about enjoying the hobby. Alright, so we flip that around. This goes like... Oh no, that goes like that because there's some holes there. And there are two notches that go right there. Ooh, they stick in really good too. Alright. I have another pair of tweezers that I can actually use. This one I picked up a few years ago. That's good. That should hold into place. And then that will go there. It's a little while. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Almost committed to that. There we go. Goes like that. Then taking this guy, you put that through there like so. Alright, so how does this work? Does it fall on that? Supposedly, oh, okay, I think it goes... So wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Does this settle down under that? I guess so, it goes in an angle though. You know what, I'm going to have to remove this because this part I believe settles in like that. But it doesn't tell you the actual section there. There's this part that connects to that, but is it in an angle? Let me review this. I'll be back. Alright, so after reviewing a little bit more, it turns out that this little section here has to go under it. I thought it was actually settling onto this part here, but it was in a specific angle that I had to get on. Now it's finally in there. The final parts of this, let's see here. So we have some sectional part that goes there. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Again, a lot of undergated parts. Just gonna make sure that alignment is right. There we go. There's this little weird part here. Oh, this is actually the cap for the radiator. So in case it overflows, we have to fill up with antifreeze. This is the part right there. Ooh, and this part is gonna... Let me see if I can try to grab it with this one. There we go. Just a little bit of reinforcement. Alright. The last parts I actually have here, but I forgot to remove some excess flash. That's the one thing that about all these old non-Gundam kits is that you have to deal with a lot of flash based off the molding. Older kits you don't have to worry about. It's the you know, it's because let me tell you, newer kits you don't have to worry about. It's the older kits on Gundams that you have to worry about, and but they don't see that, they don't do that in with modern model kits in the industry at this moment. I mean, you'll never see a how can we say this? Well, I just said it right now that this kit has undergated parts. So maybe what I'm about to say it doesn't make any sense anyway, so don't worry about it. This goes in angles. Interesting. I didn't realize until this now. I can probably do it this way. And then there's one little part here. I just reinforced it a bit. There you go. Alright. First page is done. Let's now move on to the next page.